Hello guys, and welcome back to Sun Kissed Homeschool. We are all about being outside and learning and just kind of showing life in between and throughout the day. Homeschool is not just doing school at home, checking off the workbook pages. We truly believe that learning is in everything that we do. So one of the things that we're striving to do is Ginny Urich's 1,000 Hours Outside. And so we were outside learning in nature just to really explore. We didn't know what to expect because we've never been there before, but we saw pictures of the canopy walk and thought that that would be a really good experience. We went to the state park. It costs a little bit of money to get in, but once you are in, it is so fun to just kind of walk around. I had no idea what to expect. But the park ranger was so kind to us, and he gave us a map and said to go look at these areas that you could drive all the way up to one exit point, or you could come back to the exit that we came in, and said that it was a little bit more swampy than usual because it had been raining. So just to keep your eyes open for that. And so truly had no idea what to expect. We just wanted to be outside. We stopped at one of the first pull-offs because we didn't know where the canopy walk was. And when we pulled out, we saw a deer, and it was just so fun seeing live animals. Was not expecting that, I don't know why. And when we pulled over, we ran into a group of 3 teachers, and they were doing something that we had never heard of before. I've heard of it, but I didn't understand it. And they introduced us to geocaching, and they told us that they were doing this, and we were like, oh, that's so great for you. We hope that you have fun, truly. And we were exploring. They had gotten back in their car to go check out a different point, and we ended up getting back in our car, going to the next point, and realizing that the next point was the canopy walk. So we got unloaded from the car to go and find it, and ended up running into those women again, and they showed us what geocaching is. And she's like, it's kind of like a treasure hunt, and it gives you clues of where to go, where to look, and you have to find the treasure. And so my oldest daughter went and found the first treasure, and she showed it to us, explained to us how to do this. And so my son got hooked, and we downloaded the app and started trying to find these caches everywhere. And there were some of them that were so cool. Some of them were really easy to find. Some of them we couldn't find because it was too flooded. And we found one that was really difficult to figure out. So we ended up leaving without opening it, and my kids were so upset. But we stayed outside for a minimum of 2 hours hunting for all of these treasure boxes, and it was so fun. After we opened up the first one, we took a walk over to the canopy walk, and we checked that out. It was miraculous. The fact that you were able to climb up this tower and take a walk through the canopy portion of the forest, through the trees, was so fun. I think it said it was 24 feet up high, and then when you walked it, you got to go to the top of the other tower, and there's a viewpoint, which I did not bring quarters with me, but if you have quarters, it would be so fun to check it out. You can see the vast expanse of the land, of the forest. You can see some of the rivers and the lakes, and it's just truly gorgeous. I highly recommend you go and check it out. But for the rest of the weekend, I got home, got the kids in bed, and this is when I did a little bit of planning for the week ahead, planning for this new month of September. And for us, it's not the end of summer yet, it's getting there. And so we want to really wrap up this end of summer finale, just celebrating all things back to school still, and kind of doing back to school adventure list. We created a list of things that we wanted to do, but autumn is on September 22nd, and it's a Monday, and so we thought it would be really fun to have an autumn picnic to celebrate. And so my mind started racing and getting really excited, and thought, I'm gonna invite some friends to our picnic. With that in mind, I went to the thrift store today to find a few things for the picnic, and it was a good day at the thrift store. So I thought that I would show you what I found at the thrift store. I'm trying to make sure that I'm only getting items that like I personally need, or not even, I guess want. The clothing I found were kind of wants. I found this adorable little mug. It's like a ceramic mug painted, but it looks, I can't tell if it was done like by someone or manufactured. It was probably a manufactured mug. It looks too professional to be like a handcrafted one, but I thought it was really cute and kind of perfect for a coffee cup for autumn. Speaking of picnic, I saw this really cute idea of having like your picnic basket, which we have one, and then having another little basket with apples in it. And so I was on the hunt for a basket. I actually found two. I found a smaller one, which I ended up putting back, but it was so cute. And I ended up going with this one, which is a little bit bigger, but I thought that I could bring a bundle of apples and put it in there. And it has this little scarecrow on it, which I thought was just so adorable. And it moves, like, you know. So if someone wanted to reach in and grab an apple, I just thought it was the perfect little autumn basket for our autumn solstice picnic party. And then, of course, I looked at the florals. Normally I don't buy florals, but some reason I went over there and I found these, and I thought these were perfect for autumn, just like the color of them. I just thought that they were just really pretty, and I'm not gonna put them in like a vase or anything. Maybe I will later on. These have pieces that are coming off of it, and so I might just clip those and have just the florals. But I thought it'd be fun just to kind of like, if I don't have them in the basket, it might just be fun just to have them out on the picnic blanket for our autumn party, just to give it a little like zhuzh, a little festivity. Hello from a new day. I just wanted to touch back on the beginning of this video and follow through and let you know how everything went. We had our autumn equinox picnic party, and you do not have to make things so elaborate and expensive and blown up with decorations in order to have a good time with friends celebrating. You don't have to host things at your own home, and we didn't. We went to a location that was free, that was fun, and we just invited our friends, said, hey, bring a picnic. We're gonna celebrate the autumn equinox at lunchtime with a picnic by getting out of the house and going to a place that we could all meet together for free. We all brought our kids, we brought our picnic. I brought my autumn decorations from the thrift, and it was so much fun. The kids and I had a really good time. We ended up spending, I think it was 2.5, 3 hours outside. And so that was a big bonus for our 1,000-hour journey, collecting those hours outside and spending time with friends, celebrating the new season that's coming through. I will say we do live in Florida where it is hot and humid, and I was very expectant and hoping that I could wear my cardigan. Let's see, I'll go get it, hold on. I got this really cute cardigan from Costco, and I wore it, and I think about the first 10 minutes out there carrying my picnic basket, I took it off and tied it around my waist because it's so hot. It is not feeling like autumn yet, but we definitely celebrated and had so much fun. And we have noticed there has been a shift in weather. It's no longer hitting hundreds. Yay, Florida. So, as for school, we have been diving in and watching the moon and the moon phases every night. The recording from my phone and camera are not good. They don't focus in, looking through a telescope or just looking with your bare eye is going to be way better than anything that I could show you. But it's been really fun watching the progression of the different moon phases. We also did the Oreo moon phase activity. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's where you grab a Oreo container, just like the family size one. You give your kids some Oreos and a paper plate, and you open them up so that you have the white stuffing on one side of the cookie and then just a black cookie as the other one. And then you shape with a knife. I just used like the plastic ones that you get from takeout, and that way they're not sharp and it's safe for the kids to use. And so the kids used it to try and shape out the shapes of the moon, and then we put them in order of how they rotate, and we talked about the different moon phases. And throughout doing that, the kids have really enjoyed seeing the different phases of the moon up in the sky. And it's so funny because even after learning about it, you have a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, they're like, oh, that one looks like a half smile, or that one looks like a clipping of a fingernail. My youngest, she's like, hey, look, the moon looks like a fingernail clipping. And I was just like, you know what, it totally does. It was a crescent moon and it definitely looked like a fingernail clipping, but like that was relatable to her, so enjoyable. We have wrapped up our moon study and we have moved on to our next planet. There are definitely moons, I believe, at the planet that we are studying now, and so that'll tie in a little bit to the next study. But along with science, we've also gotten more curricula, and I am so excited to dive in. One of the things that we finally received in the mail was our history, and we are learning all about early American history. So we are starting with the early explorers who made their way over to the United States, and so we're learning about the different explorers who came and discovered America first. And then we'll pop into early American history, and I can't wait. I think this will wrap up this video, just kind of telling you a couple of the, adventures we've been on as a homeschool family. We definitely love learning from tours and experiences and adventures and just being outside. But we also have a lot of really good curricula that I would love to share with you. So I think in this next video that I'm gonna make, I'm just gonna go through all the curricula I have, my favorites. I can talk about some of the ones that we have tried and just have not worked for us. So I hope you enjoyed this video of our adventures, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.